Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. We are on the show helping B2B high-ticket service providers one lesson at a time. For today, I have Renate Wittmann, and she is the CEO from SkioZone. Renate, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I had the opportunity to meet Renate, was it 1 month ago, I think, Renate, when we were discussing about trainings and everything. And I find it so fascinated. So I said, you know what, I wanted to invite to talk about the collaboration and the networking aspect of the businesses. But don't let me get myself ahead of it. So Renate, perhaps you can give some background about who you are and what you do for the people that don't know you.
Thank you. So, as I introduced, Renate Wittmann, I am living in Germany and I am a German. So, and I am in the adult learning area since more than 20 years. I worked for different things like personality testing development or for academies. And this year in July, I overtook a new opportunity to create a huge platform. It's an educational platform, which has a basic of an ecosystem of collaboration, networking, and community. And this is what I think it's future. That we don't, each one has a business and not collaborate, though that it's more important that people start to collaborate with each other and creating good networks so that each of us can win and each of us can gain more money.
Nice. And this is the new platform, is the SkioZone?
Yeah, it's SkioZone.
I was actually checking whether it's on German, but then later you told me actually, I let you to tell us what it means.
Yeah, SkioZone. Skio is Latin rooted and it means knowledge. So it's called Knowledge Zone, and Latin is much better than German or English at this point. So Skio would be the word SkioZone.
I should start learning German. Latin, I'm not going to start, but German, at least it's a life language and people should know it. And I'm interested, Renate, 20 years in adult training, it means that you've been through a lot with different, but was it mostly business trainings or was it mostly personal trainings? In which direction was your career path?
Okay, so I'm coming out of the soft skill. So I have always done personality development or stress management, time management, or resilience or some things. And I did it for train to trainer. So I always was in a business context. I never worked B2C. I always worked B2B.
Yeah, that helps a lot because, as a training, you can go in many different directions, but the B2B, especially the soft skills, is something that we all lack as managers and as owners of businesses. So actually the SkioZone is a accumulation of everything that you know, and now you've transferred it into a platform.
Yeah, this is quite interesting because in life, you got lessons learned. And so in a company I worked for, I get the honor to lead the IT department as well. And so being head of development and head of IT. And so in this case, my whole life comes together in the new platform. And so working on IT and working on learning processes and being an expert there, not an expert in IT, but knowing the basics. This is a good, life experience that comes together and help me to succeed in the current business.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Renate, because you've mentioned something when you were introducing yourself that it is a learning platform, but although that's its primary purpose, you're more focused on the collaboration between the people. Can you tell me a bit more about that part?
So it has several perspectives. So one is, if it comes to the topics we have, it's not only soft skill, it is sales, it is marketing, it is technological trainings, it's leadership trainings, it's tax, it's legal things. So we have 11 topics we cover with the platform. And what we have is a shop-in-shop concept where a trainer and consultants can gain their own shop and could be a part of the community And we help them firstly with how to market, and how to get great products which are needed in the market. So we have a whole range of formats, educational formats like blended learning, like live online, live on-site training, like video. So we are not in the moment, what a lot of people are trying to do is to build upon a video business. And we don't do that. So we have videos as well. We have ebooks displayed. We have all things, but we love mixture because we think education has to matter. And so not one way is good. So a multi-didactical way to train. This is for us, this is an important thing. And we know we can't do it alone. And each trainer knows he can't do it alone. So what we provide and what we are really believing in is that networking is a new future. Community networks. And so if I am a single trainer and I do soft skill training and my customer asks me if I would do a text training, I can't do it because I am not the expert in. Having a large community or a network around me where I know there are experts in text, I can invite them to a training, for example, for text. And so I am strong for my customer because I can help them to fulfill his needs and his questions, and the others on my network, say, participating on my customer as well as I do. And this is, for me, an important idea because if you look at the modern time, I think things will change. And I always have to laugh if somebody talks from competition in between of Germany or in between of Europe, because I think our competition comes from Europe, it comes from somewhere else in the world. And so in my perspective, Europe and Germany and Europe in this way can win and can succeed if we start to collaborate in each branches together. And so we do a start with SkioZone, because we are deeply believe that network makes us stronger and even gives us a better revenue as if we would be single or alone in the business.
Yeah, and I was listening to you, Renate. One of our target audience are consultants, coaches, trainers. And when you said, well, it is actually a platform where people can open shops, it immediately got me curious. And since I'm curious, I'm assuming that other people that are listening will be. The first question was, is it German only? Can non-German trainers actually participate?
It is platform always means worldwide. And this is our perspective. And so we have contacts to Japan, to Sweden, to somewhere in the world, because I personally have worked more than 17 years internationally. So our view is not only Germany. We dream that people all around of the world could get good education in ongoing work lives to really can stay in the working process a whole life. So we are looking what do they need, our customers, to stay in work life, having a fulfilled work life. And we wanted to make them better and give them the things they need to be brilliant in their job. And then we have done a brilliant job and customer come.
Nice. Well, a logical follow-up question here would be that how can I, as a trainer or as a consultant, join the platform? Is it a complicated process?
No. We have an intermediate platform right now, and we are creating right now a new one. Mm-hmm. It will come in December this year. And this platform will be German-English. Right now it's German, but you can always contact us. Go to our homepage, www.skio.zone, and you will find become a trainer. And then you register and we come in contact with you. And then we discuss which is your field of expertise, what you are interested on, what kind of trainings you're doing. And then we talk about the network effect and what's important to us being in a community. And after we have done that, we have a short agreement, and then we can start.
Nice. I really love the part that it's not where a platform people can just host their training, but you put emphasis on the networking and the collaboration, which in one country you're actually making it an exclusive group of people. And I was interested, how is it not with the competition between you and other platforms, Renate, but for example, I'm into sales and I'm sure that there will be a lot of trainings in sales. And how do you actually either grade them or differentiate between different trainers?
For the starting point, it's always, these questions are questions for a start, not for a whole running. We are a startup, no? So we are starting right now. And so in these terms, it is, we ask, we talk to each trainer and we ask, what is your, hard topic, what you're standing for. And then we see, okay, you providing B2C leadership sales training. This we don't have on the platform. So we say, okay, this is perfect because this completes us. And so in the moment we are looking for completion and see what's around. And there are so many good topics. Yeah. And so it is not, we try to be clear that we try that each one has his place. And if it then sends 1,000, then it's equal. But in the starting point, you have to be carefully. And what's important for us, we talk from facilitator and experts. And so all experts and facilitators are welcome, who have who are thrown through networking and believe in it, and who are actual in his or her topics.
Nice. Yeah, I realized that if I'm a trainer, I need to do everything on my own and find the platform and create the trainings and everything. While you're trying to have the group synergy, the effect of a group of similar consultants or similar trainers with similar needs. And that comes to the second part when it comes to the marketing and sales of the trainings. Of course, as a trainer, I need to be focused on promoting, but does it Skill Zone also supports trainers in that area?
Yeah, we support the whole process. So we do the participant management, we choose the selling processes, and we do as well marketing. And we do it in a marketing mix. It is social media mix. It is classical marketing. So we approach companies through flyer, for example. This is working in Germany pretty well. Mm-hmm. And we have a direct contact, direct sales initiatives for company, and we work on image as well as on putting consultants and trainers into the spotlight. So for us, it's important that people know the people who train. So we put effort that we not only promoting Skill Zone, we wanted to promote the network. And this means we wanted to promote faces, people's life stories.
Nice. You got me wondering, this is like an incubator for trainers because you gather people with similar problems, with similar needs when it comes to technical needs, when it comes to marketing needs, when it comes to sales. And first, you are directly helping them, but you're also utilizing the network effect, because if I have a problem, I could have a close friend, another trainer, that he could give me some insight on something that I didn't know, or someone else has a problem that I can help. And that is actually the collaboration part. And on the other hand, collaboration you also mentioned in terms of profit, because people can, co-train a training. For example, if it's a bigger topic it has 3 or 4 modules, 2 or 3 different people can join forces in order to deliver training.
Right. So we call it single shop. Then you could do your own shop with your own products. But if you really wanted to collaborate with others, you don't have to found a company. You just get a multi-trainer shop, and then you can put in seminars and processes and do trainings together and have fun with the others and have a shop. Could display seminars with different people and enjoy it. So enjoy to train. Yeah.
And how much does the trust has role in this kind of collaborations?
Trust between whom? Between the trainers or between us and the trainers, or?
Both, in both cases, because you said you don't need a contract. So it just crossed my mind. Well, yeah, because it is a collaboration. So the trust is also a critical role here.
Yeah. I mean, between the trainer and Skio, we have a little contract. Because of some issues in Germany. So, and but all the business, even you have a contract or not, it is trust business. So people business is always a story of trusting. If people don't trust us, or we don't trust them, or they don't trust each other, then you can't do training and business together. This is I don't know if there any branch in the world where you can't. Where you can work without trusting customer or having customer who trust you. I think this is a basic business ethic, that trust is the Moodle machine which works between customer and you and helps you to grow.
True. Without trust, you can have the client needs to trust you to pay you to get the knowledge, and between trainers there is also a big issue in the trust. And Renate, I mean, I always ask all the participants on the show that if you had one thing that you want to be remembered for, even in 50 years or in 100 years from now, there was this woman, Renate, what is that one thing that you want to share it as a golden nugget?
To help the world through learning to come more to democratic processes, because we think learning should be lateral through all the world, and each can learn from each other. And this makes us rich, and this helps us to grow as a world society. So we have big dreams, enabling and encouraging people to live their dreams through learning throughout the world, to collaborate together, because the world is one village. And this village we have to build up. And so this we think learning is a major point we have to do, and have to do impact into the world. So this is, on a large scale, it is our
noble
big dream.
Noble vision,
big dream
for the world. Well, we're moving toward the end of the podcast, Renate. I was curious for the people that want to reach out to you, or either as a trainers, or maybe they want to check out your learning zone and try to see whether some of the trainings they can join, where people can, or they just want to reach out to you to ask some questions or book a call, where people can actually find you, Renate.
You will find us with our website and internet. This is www.skio.zone, or you find us per email. It is mail@skiozone, or you find us in LinkedIn and somewhere else in Facebook and
social
Instagram
media.
And so in all social media channels.
Well, what I usually do is right below the video we actually add the links that you're mentioning now, so people can just click and check them out.
You're welcome.
And with that, I mean, Renate, we're moving toward the end of the podcast. I mean, from what I can see that, training for one of our target audience here are training consultants and coaches should consider about not just, I found a gig for delivering a training, but actually joining a platform where they can not just open shop to delivery of training, but they actually first can get a lot of value from the platform, whether it's regarding registration, in sales, in marketing for their own product, but they can also utilize the network through networking and collaboration in order to first to become better, and also to grow their training businesses as well. So Renate, I would really like to thank you for coming on the show. I really found these insights that you show us quite relevant, and I will check out your platform as well, because as we've published our book last week, the next focus would be to start creating some trainings around the B2B lead generation. So I'm sure that I'll actually have another look at your platform.
Yeah, I hope so. And thank you for the summarization you did. And thank you for having me today. This was a great pleasure.
Yeah, we always try to find different lessons from different angle. And I think that Renate, your part from the collaboration and network fits really perfect to the show. So thank you again for being guest of the show. And for everybody else out there, have a great day, guys.
Thank you. Bye.